If I hadn't have had the art, I would not be here today. And when I say art saved my life, I mean it saved my life.
Debs Taylor turned to painting after surviving an overdose. She decided her life, fuelled by a cocktail of antidepressants for 22 years, wasn't worth living.
I woke up in hospital. There was a lady in the bed opposite me who was dying of cancer. She had no time for me whatsoever. She's trying to cling to her life and she sees me willingly wanting to give mine away. But what people didn't understand was I was jealous of her. She was getting an end to her suffering, and the only thing that services could do for me was give me more medication.
Debs was taking 21 tablets a day, treated by health professionals who could only paint a bleak future.
I would always be medicated. I would always be ill and I'd never work again. My daughters have been my carers at time. My middle daughter has been my main carer. Their education was put on hold at times while they looked after me. They'd come home from school not knowing what state I would be in.
And Debs was not alone. In 2016, doctors wrote more than 64 million prescriptions for antidepressants. That's almost double the amount in 2006. And that increase is greater than for any other type of drugs. Doctors say that whilst many patients need drugs, they will prescribe alternatives if they're available.
We want to enable our patients to access good forms of cognitive behaviour therapy and other psychological therapies, but all too often our patients have to wait many weeks, even months, to be able to access those services. We do need to invest much more in our mental health services.
Therapy doesn't have to be art. In Dewsbury, a more energetic pastime is offered to some patients to help them cope with their mental illness.
Social isolation could be then detrimental to someone's mental well-being, but social inclusion can help. This costs nothing compared to what we spend on medication, and what medication hospitalisation costs are extremely high. Social activities can cost as little as £1.50, £2, and what they get out of that is so much more.
Debs Taylor now sells and exhibits the paintings that helped to turn her life around. She gives talks to patients and health workers, and she's been to Buckingham Palace and told Prince Charles her story.
Social prescribing should be with every trust because it's very cost effective. A cost such as Debs Taylor took, over 2 years, the £2,000, that is only about 3 or 4 days in a hospital bed.
The NHS are saving thousands every year on my care alone. I'm just one person. Can you imagine if we broaden this to a lot more people, how much they'd possibly be saving?
Debs Taylor now works for the NHS and doesn't take any tablets after spending years being supported by the system. She says she can't put a price on the life she now leads. Katie Oscroft, ITV News, Mirfield.